Hi, my name is Tammy Bartles, and welcome to my channel, Pursuit Over Perfection, where I encourage women to organize chaos one routine at a time. If this is your first video, I'm so excited you're here. I would love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel because I have exciting news coming in just a couple short weeks. I wrote a devotional and I am so excited to be sharing this with you. So if you are subscribed to this channel, you will get the info on when it is available, and be sure to sign up for my emailing list in the link below so that you can even get some info a little sooner. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how I plan my weeks as a mom. I am a business owner, I am a mom, I am a taxi driver, a chef. How many other titles can we have on ourselves? Here's the thing. Today, I feel it is a privilege for me to be able to be home with my kids and make their lives a little bit simpler, our family life a little simpler, by me being able to help run the household on a full-time basis. I did not feel that way at first. I was confused. I didn't feel like I had much of a purpose. And that has changed quite a bit now with me doing a little bit of some soul searching and also realizing that the love and support of a family is truly what is needed in today's world. How do I get everything done? First of all, I don't get everything done, but we have learned to live a much simpler life, and I'm here to share those tips with you today. First and foremost, I am very easily distracted. If it is not written down, the likelihood of me remembering it is slim to none. I am a paper planner. I am one that I need something in my face, in front of me, for me to actually see something. It being hidden away on an app on my phone, I can be way too easily distracted. How many times have you gone to your phone to look for something and then realized you got lost in the meantime and are on a completely different app and are now putting your phone down only to realize, oh, I never even looked for that recipe that I was looking for. I have been using an Agendio planner for the last 2 years, and I love it. It is so customizable, and I want to forewarn you that the website can be a little overwhelming at first. I'm going to have a link in the description for an affiliate link to look at and check out some Agendio planners, but if you are a first-time planner, I also have a simplified version that I'm going to share kind of how I use my planning system as a freebie that you can get by signing up on my email list as well. We all have 24 hours in a day, and all too often we're trying to cram 48 hours worth of stuff into that 24-hour period. And while you can go at 1,000,000 miles an hour for a short period of time, you're gonna burn out and you're gonna get overexhausted, and it's just not sustainable. So I'm gonna talk about 5 areas that can help to increase that productivity and decrease the stress and overwhelm when making that weekly plan. First and foremost, you have to create some blocks of time. You need a block of time for laundry. You need a block of time for cleaning the house. You need a block of time for meal planning. You need a block of time for grocery shopping. Some of these blocks may need to later be broken down even smaller. For instance, my laundry block is one big block, but if you can't handle that, then maybe you need a 10-minute block for every day of the week so that you can wash and fold a load of laundry in those time blocks. Maybe for meal planning, you set aside a 20 or 30-minute time block so that you have time to figure out meals for the week, decide what groceries are going to be needed, and then you also may or may not need another grocery block for either picking up groceries, and maybe that'll be smaller, or it's to actually grocery shop and set aside time to do that. I am all about working smarter and not harder. These blocks go into play as well for my business. So whether it is writing scripts for these YouTube videos, whether it is batch recording some episodes together, or maybe it's even the follow-ups with hostesses or customers in the 31 parties for the month. If you are interested in more tips on how to run a simplified business and not get overwhelmed all of the time, I do share more details with my team. And if you are interested in running your own business from your home in a simplified manner, I would love to chat more with you about the opportunity with 31, and we could share more details in there on my team page. The blocks of time are needed also for family time. Create and set aside time blocks for you to have family game night, for you to have family dinner, for you to do the things that are going to create that life that you are wanting for your family. Once you have all of these different blocks of time that are needed, now it's time to input those blocks of time into a weekly schedule. This sounds really simple, and it sounds like, why do I need to go to this effort? It really does help you to recognize that time is of the essence. We all have 24 hours in a day. You can't keep cramming more in and hoping that it'll actually get done. You're going to be overwhelmed, exhausted, and you won't feel like you've accomplished anything because your list, even though you checked off 3 to 5 things, you didn't get it all done. And that's okay, because you're not ever going to get it all done. But if you can put it into a weekly time slot list, and so that you can see the time shrinking on what you have available for these different tasks. Will this be an eye-opener for you? Probably. And this also might show you that you might be able to get more done than you actually think. It might be that you're distracted and spending a number of hours on maybe social media apps. I challenge you to go and look at your usage on your phone and tell me that you don't have enough time to get that laundry folded. I know. That can hurt a little bit. But if you have time to be sitting and scrolling, you probably have time to get that load of laundry folded. Another thing with looking at your weekly schedule and seeing what is available, and it allows you to put in when piano lessons are, when soccer practices are, when you have time to go grocery shopping in all of the activities and the running that you're doing. It also allows you to have that flexibility with your routines, and maybe you normally pick up groceries on Tuesdays, but all of a sudden your son has a soccer game on a Tuesday night and that's not going to work. So you adjust because you can see it visually on your calendar. So you have your regular routines that are out there and what you're going to be doing on a weekly basis in a perfect world. Yes, you can create that perfect world schedule for the week, but we all know that things are going to come up and you have to adjust. That is the importance of that white space in the weekly schedule, so that you have some time, some wiggle room to adjust when necessary. So with that being said, it is important to make sure that you continue a brain dump. Brain dumping is not just when you are super overwhelmed. It's kind of to help you keep that running list so that you don't have to hold it all up in your head, because me trying to hold things up in my head, it's not going to last there long. And if you can get it down on paper, it's at least there so that you can reference it at a later date. This also gives you an action list. When you see the list of things that are needing to be done, you have then also already created that weekly schedule, and you can see when you have open space that you can put in some of these. I've talked about before that you need to come up with a list of 3 so that you're only trying to tackle up to 3 to 5 things on that list every day, because more than that, let's be realistic, you're not going to get to it. And if you do, good for you. Then you're having a fantastic day, and give yourself a pat on the back. But if you expect to always do more than that, you may be disappointing yourself, and you're also going to get burnt out eventually. One thing I also kind of keep in conjunction with my brain dump list is kind of, in a sense, a second brain dump, which is a shopping list. Whether it's for groceries, whether it's my kids say that their shampoo is getting low, I don't want to be doing multiple shopping all the time. One of my time blocks is running errands, whether that is to Target or Walmart or to Kroger or shopping on Amazon. Those are all things that if I'm doing them all the time, it's just taking up more time. Working smarter, not harder, is combining those activities all into one time block. So we've talked about creating the routines and those time blocks that are going to be necessary. Then we talked about how you put in all of those time blocks into your weekly schedule to see how they all fit together. Third, you're going to be brain dumping because you've got things that are not always necessarily on your consistent list, or maybe you're realizing that you are putting them on your brain dump list over and over again. Maybe that means you need to set aside a specific time slot so that you can put that into your weekly schedule. So step 4 is taking action. You've made this beautiful weekly schedule. You've got it planned out. Now you have to actually take the steps to follow through with it. What good is it going to do if you say you're going to clean your house on a Tuesday, and Tuesday you're just not feeling it? You're kind of not motivated to do it. Then you put it off until Wednesday. Well, this is where 5th area comes into play, and you want to be working not with your motivation level, but in thinking about your future self. Tuesday Tammy may not be in the mood to clean the house, but Wednesday Tammy is going to be so thankful that Tuesday Tammy actually did clean that house, rather than leaving the weight of not getting the house clean or not doing the load of laundry, and now your kids scrambling because they need to wear dirty shorts back to school again. Or if you chose not to meal plan and now we are scrambling because you either have to order takeout, and that's going to affect your health, it's going to affect your budget, it's going to affect just the stress and overall feeling in the home. Think about how you will feel after after you finish the task instead of how you're feeling it getting started. I've talked about before that a train in motion stays in motion. That first step is always the hardest. So take that baby step, take action, because your future self is going to appreciate it. Does this way of thinking for planning work for you? Is it a new concept for you? It's something that I have gradually over time adapted. I learned pretty quickly that I'm a visual person as far as wanting to have a schedule in front of me and see what is happening. So having that weekly overview is really helpful. I also have recently started using a daily to-do as well, because I can break down even more into detail. The weekly schedule is kind of that idealistic week and how I envision the week going. And as I mentioned, things pop up and sometimes things change, and that's okay. But having that kind of weekly overview at least gives me the goal for the week, and I can adjust accordingly day to day. I do have some freebies available for you. If you click the link below, I have a weekly planner, a brain dump and shopping list, my daily sheet as well. You can print those just easily from your printer. You can even print them to a page so that they're a little bit smaller for the daily ones if you would like. That's actually what I do. That way I can keep those daily sheets with me on the go. The weekly ones would be perfect for you to print off and put onto your fridge so that your whole family can see exactly what's going on for the week and have an idea of when is soccer this week, when is piano lessons, and etc. One thing I want to leave you all with is that don't underestimate what you can accomplish in 5 minutes. You may see that you have a 30-minute time block available and think there's no way I can get anything done in those 30 minutes. You'd be amazed how quickly you can fold that one load of laundry in probably under 10 minutes. It might even be under 5 minutes. Do some of those things. Unload the dishwasher and set a stopwatch and see how long it takes you. And then you'll be able to start giving yourself some more realistic time slots so that you can allow for that weekly schedule evolve over time and see how you can increase that productivity, work smarter, not harder, and create that peace within your home that you're looking for. If you enjoyed this video, please like this and subscribe for future videos on routines and organizing that chaos one routine at a time. I hope you have a blessed day. No, be real. No.